You know what? I feel like I got nice legs and I got to show them off.
I'm on Hinge and I'm unhinged.
This is good for the video. For anyone who's just listening, we're rotating from our backs into fetal position.
This is great content.
Let's just pull a Bo Burnham and do
Bo
this.
Burnham. Let's talk about Bo Burnham. Weird feelings. The best weird feelings ever.
Oh, you're feeling weird. It was weird.
It's a weird feeling. It's
Weird
weird feeling.
You're not ready.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. So what are we doing? What is this? Why are we on the floor right now?
We're on the floor because we have a lot of feelings to talk about.
Feelings. What kind of feelings?
I don't know, like weird feelings.
Weird feelings.
Do you ever get like weird feelings, Johnny?
Yeah, weird feelings for me.
Sometimes.
Whoa.
Sometimes they're good.
Isn't it funny that what we're doing right now is kind of funny because people can't really, they'll see this pointing down at us.
What are you talking about? They'll see this. What if they're just listening?
It's true. We want them to look at us too, no?
If you're just listening right now, head over to our YouTube channel and watch the video.
But
we'll tell you. We'll link in the description. Link somewhere.
Somewhere, description left, right. But no, man, this is cool. I'm really digging this. I think this is a good beginning. This is the first one. And I feel positive about this. It's funny because I see my legs and it's like...
Me too. I'm really aware of how short my shorts are right now.
Well, you love short shorts, no?
I do love short shorts. So, I got.
Why do you like short shorts so much?
I feel like you know what? I feel like I got nice legs and I got to show them off.
That's weird.
And beyond that, I just like the aesthetic.
I gotta say, yeah, short shorts are kind of cool. At the gym, do like leg presses, and you can see your muscles. You're just like, oh
my god,
that sounded sexual. I'm sorry.
We're getting into it already.
Well, we have to. We're friends. We're buddies.
I also just hate long shorts.
You should start wearing long shorts like cholo style.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't wear long shorts. I just don't feel it.
But summer just started. Very optimistic, like the pandemic is almost done. Is it done?
You're optimistic about the summer? I guess I am too.
Yo, Habs are going to win the cup or not. I can't jinx it.
At this point, whenever people are listening, this is like months later.
It's true.
They don't give a fuck about the Habs anymore. Actually, right now, if you're listening, it's probably the fall. Summer's over. Everything sucks.
Okay, we're not releasing this in the fall. This is coming out in soon.
You never know.
You never know. But how was your day? Vibe check. How you feeling?
You want to do a vibe check?
Let's do a vibe check.
All right, let's do a vibe check.
Vibe check.
Vibe check. All right.
I asked you the question.
Oh, you asked me. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me hold on. Let me
get comfortable.
Let me figure out my vibe. All right. Let me go inside myself and figure it out. Right now, my vibe is good. It's positive. I'm feeling very relaxed. It was the end of my week, so 4-day weekend.
Nice.
Sucks to be you.
Nice.
And ultimately very excited, even though you can't tell. But you'll learn to figure that out, that's just how I am.
It's just how you talk. It's like you in that podcast by yourself. It's like timid.
Hey, what's up, guys? Timid. That's a good name.
The energy level.
Hey, you can't make fun of me on my on our podcast.
Yeah, hello. My name is Tim, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just looking at myself.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Johnny. In today's vlog, we're going to talk about phones.
Yo, I gotta say, vlogging and doing product reviews is really funny. It's like, yo, check this out. I just bought this new thing for my camera. It just does this one thing, and it's really cool. You can check out my affiliate account. If you press on it, and I get a discount.
Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. What's your vibe check, Johnny?
My vibe check today was all right. You know, just another day, another dollar.
Wow, that's sounds fake. Give me your real vibe check.
Okay, vibe check.
Go inside yourself.
I'm gonna go inside myself. I'm closing my eyes. I'm meditating. I might just fall asleep at this point.
I could too. This is pretty relaxing.
But all right, let's try it. Let's do like the full like meditation.
Okay, so Shavasana.
What?
It's the yoga. It's the last pose in like a yoga flow. You're lying on your back. Your legs are spread out a little bit, and then your hands. Let me put the mic down. If you can still hear me, your hands are like out, palms up.
Okay.
Are you doing it?
Mic. I'm holding one mic though.
No, put the mic down.
No, I gotta talk.
All right, I'm gonna put it on my face like this.
How about I just like?
That's not gonna work. Okay, never mind. Anyway, put one hand out, one palm up.
So my energy goes to the space, the astral gods of the world, and they're vibe checking me, and they're saying, "Johnny, you need a vacation." No, I think it's good. You know, try to stay positive and keep trucking. You know, trying things like what we're doing right now is really fun. I'm excited for this new adventure that we're both embarking on, like exploring our weird feelings. I'm closing my eyes, and my eyes are like rocks, and my body is a stone.
Okay, what kind of stone are you? Are you smooth? Are you
smooth,
rigid? Do you have
smooth operator stone?
You're like a stone that an otter has polished over years.
What?
You know otters that they pick a stone,
yeah,
and they have a little pouch in like their body, and they keep it and they just like polish it over and over and over.
That's kind of weird.
They lie on their back like we're doing, and they just polish the stone
That's
until it's perfectly smooth.
That's pretty cool, I guess. Where'd you learn that?
I'm just
Pretty smart.
I'm just a really smart guy.
Really smart. Ladies is really smart.
Ladies.
Is there ladies watching?
There's no ladies.
This is gonna be like my brother and your brother.
I'll tell you right now who's
friends.
gonna listen to this. My mom's gonna listen. Hi, mom. My sister probably. Maybe my brother-in-law. A couple friends. Vanessa from work. She's gonna check it out. Hi, Vanessa.
We can't say names.
We can say
Yeah, we
names.
could say names.
As long as we're not talking shit.
Yeah, you know.
Speaking of, when Vanessa.
But no. But yeah, it's pretty chill. I think that your place is pretty nice. Your carpet is cool.
It's true. This is the first time that you're in my apartment.
Yes. Was I ever? No, I was in front of your place.
You've never been inside.
But I've never been inside. Just like Bo Burnham's.
Hold on. We're not there yet.
Oh, we're not there yet. All right. Where we're
That's a good transition though.
Relationships. I'm on Hinge and I'm unhinged. Well, the last date I was on was probably last summer. Because you know what? There's a pandemic, and whoever I match with, you know what? I'm not interested. And you know what? I'd rather watch Netflix and play video games right now.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel the same. I did date during the pandemic.
How was that?
Not that easy. I ended up. Oh man, do I want to talk about this?
It's up to you.
I don't know. I dated one person in the pandemic, and it was fine. We just weren't made for each other. But
dating is hard, man.
Dating is hard. Yeah,
I'm
the pandemic. The pandemic definitely didn't make it any easier.
Well, there's not much to do. It's like, oh, you want to go to the park?
Go for a walk?
Go for a walk? Sorry, I already walked this morning.
But that's literally all that you could do. And then once you get to the point where, maybe they can come over and then you can like watch movies.
Well, now it's good. It's a good time to date. But like in the wintertime, it's like, hey, what do you want to do? You want to walk at minus 55 degrees? And like, no.
That reminds me, I did go on a date recently. I'll talk about this. I went on a date with someone. This is off of Hinge. Speaking of
unhinged,
this girl
off of Hinge
was unhinged. No, she was a nice girl, just not a nice person.
Whoa, meanies! You don't like meanies.
What?
I said meanies. We don't like meanies.
Oh, meanies.
I'm just getting comfortable now.
No meanies. I don't like meanies. Yeah, we were sitting on a bench.
Okay.
I
see where you're going with this.
Yeah, you know where this is. I already told you this story, but I'll tell it for our viewers and our listeners out there. I was sitting on a bench down by the water, and next to us there was another couple sitting down having a nice time. This old lady comes kind of hobbling over to that other bench, that other couple, clearly like mask on, a little overweight, with a cane, just like struggling a little bit, clearly needs to sit down. She asked them to get up, and they do, and they give her a seat, and that's all fine. Now, the girl that I'm on the date with looks over at that and goes, "Oh, it's too bad that they had to get up. They were having such a nice time." To which I look over at her and I'm like, they'll be all right. Like that couple they were tall, in shape, like probably mid-20s. Like, I don't know. I was not impressed.
Maybe she was just like trying to be like, "Oh, I wish that was us."
She wishes that this old lady was coming over to us.
To your table or
when I asked her, I'm like, if she were to come over to us, would you get up? And she's like, "Well, yeah, I would get up, but then I'd be like, oh man, too bad we had to get up." And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this woman's about to die.
Those are like unnecessary comments coming from somebody, and you're just like, "What are you saying?"
That being said, I also hung out with her for another like 2 hours after that. That's just my bad. She had a cute dog.
Well, what if she watches this? Or she's like,
never see her again.
She's gonna watch this.
If you're watching this for some reason, I had a really nice time with you. We had a nice date. Just didn't really feel anything. And you're kind of a bad person. A little bit. You have to admit. A little bit.
A little tiny bit.
Just a little bit. I think it's suffice to say that we're two single guys. We're a little lonely.
Whoa, I'm not lonely.
You're definitely lonely.
Whoa.
You're definitely lonely, dude.
I bought a camera.
All you've been doing is buying things all pandemic.
I'm filling the void.
You're filling the void.
The void with...
That's okay.
And I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, okay, I'm filling the void with like products or material things.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, if I was rich, it does not make you happier. People, material things.
Once you hit that certain level of income, material things. No, I'm not saying that you're rich, but like once you hit a little certain level, things are okay. But you're right. Like you could be a billionaire, and if you don't have the things in your life that are fulfilling, then you're not going to be happy, no matter how much money you have.
Exactly. And you have to fulfill your dreams.
That actually reminds me, I was thinking about this the other day, or maybe it was this morning. I was walking back I did a little workout in the morning, and I was walking back home, and I was thinking, like, what are the things that make me happy? And I came up with a list of, like, the top 8 or 9 things that, like, for sure made me happy.
Yeah.
I'll run through them.
Okay.
If that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm listening. I'm here.
No particular order, but also kind of an order.
I'll put it in order after for you.
Okay. So number 1, having like a creative outlet, something to like that I'm excited about, that I'm working on, AKA right now, it's this podcast. Number 2, having a crush on someone, like having someone to care about, to, whether it's a crush or you're in a relationship, just, I guess that basic thing of having feelings for someone.
Yeah.
Number 3 is being able to work out and
get jacked.
Whatever, play sports, run, work out, whatever it might be. Just like being active. If I'm being active, I'm happy. Number 4, I was like, okay, my family, they make me happy. I love my family. And friends included, family and friends.
Yeah.
Number 6, music. Music always makes me happy. If I have music, I'm good.
Cool.
Number 6, food. I love eating. Food makes me really happy.
To stay alive.
Sometimes it makes me really unhappy because I eat the wrong food, but if I'm eating the right food or the wrong food, it can go either way.
Emotional eater over here.
Oh, very emotional eater over here.
I'd like some bags of chips.
You fill your holes with gear. I fill my holes with food.
That sounded so dirty.
Take it how you wish. So that's 6. Number 7, the outdoors, nature makes me really happy, especially water. If I can be near water, I'm happy.
Nice. Number 45. Breathing.
Hold on. I know I had 2 more. Like movies and TV. That always makes me, I fucking love that. Are we allowed to swear on this podcast?
Yeah, we could say what the fuck we want.
Shit. Cunt. Dick.
Whoa.
But I think that's a good list.
That's a normal list.
I know it's super. I know it's
not
super
normal.
normal.
It's good to have lists and write things down. Like I think like I've talked to you before about this, about writing, things that you want to achieve or accomplish, or even like me, I started writing like sometimes like how I feel, what I don't like, what I do like, just having like a visual thing like in front of you of like, okay, these are the things that makes me like move forward. And these are the things that kind of are like my blockers. But yeah, like I think a lot of the stuff that you said is pretty much similar for me. Like I guess
it's very generic.
But staying creative for me is super important. And I've always been doing creative stuff in creative fields, creative jobs. And sometimes when you don't get creative, I just get depressed. Like during the pandemic, at the beginning, I was like, oh, yes, I'm going to try to do things, think differently and do stuff at home. And then, I'll think outside the box. But then at one point, I just got like, what the fuck am I doing? But then, as you slowly get out of that slump, you just like, I think things work in like phases, I guess. And it's a lot of willpower to like do things, like being creative doesn't mean like, doing videos or just like drawing and stuff like that. It's just like thinking outside the box kind of more and just trying new things.
Interesting. To me, I feel like you're always being creative. Like you're always doing something, I feel like.
I'm mentally challenged.
Interesting take.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this is what I think happened. And so younger, I think I was pretty creative. It was always
and you're explaining, this is the story of how you became creative?
I think this is what happened. It's a weird, funny story.
All right.
Okay. I think, okay, I don't know if you watch wrestling.
Nope.
Okay, so there's a move called the pedigree.
That's fake. It's not a sport.
From, Triple H, the wrestler.
Sure.
So when I was in grade, I think 5 or 6, I was play wrestling with this kid from my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And he pedigreed me for real, though. Like, he slammed my face on the ground. And I had, like, a big, like
oh, shit.
Like a thing, what's it called?
Like a welt?
A welt on my forehead.
Okay.
And I think that kind of, like, messed with my brain. And I became creative.
Hold on. You're saying...
my brain was triggered and rewired.
You're actually trying to say that you're, like, mentally... disabled to some degree, or the wires were crossed and then rewired, and
yes.
Are you so? How old were you when that happened?
Grade 6.
Grade 6.
It's 5 or 6. I don't remember.
Grade 6 is 5 or 6.
No. I'm supposed to be good in math and become a doctor, and now I'm good at doing creative art stuff.
But do you think that you were creative before that?
No, I'm pretty sure. No, this is a joke, but I think having trauma to your brain does something.
I mean, it could have, but that was such a young age.
No, I think I was very like in my own space kind of vibe. And I was always like doing stuff like, playing with Legos, building things, or
I love playing.
It was always like building. Like I was in the Boy Scouts, and we were always like we were always trying to like do things that was cool with my friends, but like very creatively, like even doing like arts and craft was like, all right, we're gonna create a board game for the summer camp, and we were always trying things. I don't know. It feels like You've
always been creative to some degree.
To some degree, but I don't know where it came from really. Watching TV,
I mean, yeah, I wonder. I don't know where creativity comes from, right? Because some people are just born with it, and some have more, some have less, some have none.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. My mom is an artist, although she hasn't done anything in a long time. Mom, if you're listening, again, start drawing again. You have nothing have nothing holding you back. Go for it. Okay. And so when I was a kid, I would draw, like I was drawing from a super young age too.
Yeah.
That was always something super creative for me. But I don't know. Are any of your parents artists? No.
Well, I guess my dad did some stuff.
Okay.
He used to do photography. He wrote poetry.
Because that's it. I wonder if it is it in the genes? Does it get passed down? Is it you just get like?
I think it's curiosity a lot of times. I think my dad did show me a bunch of stuff. Or just like having an open mind to like not just being stuck to like 9 to 5 jobs kind of thing, or just like thinking outside the box a bit more.
Right.
But it's, I guess like my dad was always like the person who was like, oh, if I can't pay somebody to fix it, I'll figure it out. And for example, he'll open the computer and just figure it out and then fix it.
Yeah, that's like a different kind of creative. That's like
do it yourself. It's very like
problem
all right.
solving.
Yes, I guess I'm more problem solving, and that problem solving attitude brought me to be more like curious about things. So like that's why I was like, started playing guitar, I started DJing, I started doing graphic design, I started doing video. I don't know, like there's
Mr.
a lot
Do
of
It
things.
All.
Yo, I'm Mr. Jack of all trades. No, but it's just like I was just always curious and doing like no, it's hard to explain. It's just like, yeah, if I want to learn something and be good at it or have an understanding, why instead of asking something, if I just try it, I'll have like a base and then I could just ask more questions, So.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that's something that you just like me, when you have something that you're passionate about, that's a creative outlet that makes you happy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's another thing? Give me at least your top 3 or 5 things that make you happy.
Well, my child.
Oh shit, that's something that I don't have.
Yo,
Tell me about it.
you gotta start your lineage, your bloodline. No, I don't. I think my kid is great because it's like me being able to show the stuff that I know, but having somebody there to like be open to either enjoy it or not, but then becoming more patient about it. So with my daughter, it's like I became a lot more patient. I used to be really impatient.
Right.
And I think that just having her around, it's like, all right, we're going to do this stuff. It's like, you can try it and not try it or whatever, if you want to do it or not. But no,
So having a daughter, that's such a big, like, to me, that's an overwhelming idea. I feel like, and anyone that I've spoken to that's have kids, you're like, oh man, how do you know if you're ready or when you're ready? And everyone is like, you're never ready.
You're not ready. You can't read books. You can't, like, yes, you can kind of like prepare yourself, but you're not really ready. You learn, every kid is different and parenting style is all different.
Yeah.
Well, to me. And then I find like sometimes the way I parent is not like other parents, it's like, some parents are very like, oh, you can't do this. Oh, you can't watch too much TV. It's like, no, I mean, it's like, yo, you could watch whatever you want, do whatever you want, as long as you like understand what you're doing or ask the right questions. But it's like always like my daughter has like an open mind and I show her everything instead of just like, well, you can't see this. Like I watched The Simpsons with her and there's like, The Simpsons is not made.
Well, she's how old, right? She's 8 years old. Is that it?
No, she's 7.
7. Okay.
But I was showing her Ultraman when she was like 3 and Godzilla and stuff like that.
Yeah, very different. Like my insight into kids is like through my sister, right? So I have 2 nephews, one that's 3 and one that just turned 1.
Yeah.
And I think, and Liv, if you're listening to this, whatever, yeah, I'm sure you don't mind me talking about this, but like her parenting style is very different from yours, I think. A little more like, without saying, there's not necessarily a negative thing, but like more controlling, a little like more structure and, and I don't know. I don't know what that results in because they're so young, right?
Everyone's different. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, and then when you have a kid, like some people are not ready and it's like, oh, it's like it just happened. But me and my ex was like, we were planning on it. And it's not like, oh, I got a kid. Oh my God, what am I going to do? It's like, yo, I was super.
Yeah, big difference, right?
Stoked and happy to have a kid. And some people just like, they just have a kid because it's the logical step to do, in the relationship. And it's like, and then at the end of the day, the person that pays the price is the kid because you're like, oh shit, I wasn't happy and I just thought that having a kid was the thing to do. Or it's like, oh, I just got married. And next thing is like, have a kid.
Right.
It's like you got to be ready with these things. I don't know.
Okay, so your kid gives you lots of joy. That makes a lot of sense. Imagine you listed everything and you're like, don't mention your kid. That would be funny or not. That'd be really sad.
Yeah.
Food. So you're is this in
really.
order? Hold on. Is this in order of importance?
No, I'm just trying to think of like what are you talking about? What makes us happy? Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I guess I would like to live in the woods. That would make me happy because I don't want neighbors. I don't. It might get lonely too, though.
Hold on. That can't be something that makes you happy because you don't live in the woods right now. So that's a hypothetical. I'm telling you, what are the things that exist in your life or that sometimes you have?
Well, music makes me happy. Making music, not like, hey, I just listen to music.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
Some of us just listen to music.
No, I just making music and just like hearing, I don't know, just even like during the pandemic when I got my synth, I would just sit down. I would get high and I would just play with the synth for like hours. I'd be like, just like listening to the sound and just like, oh my God, the filter. And then just like tweaking knobs. I don't know. It's like relaxation to me.
Yeah.
It's like a way to like disconnect. I don't know. What else? Like I said, food.
So you have.
Well, relationships would be cool. But I'm at a point where it's just like, I think I got lazy where I'm just like, go on a date.
No, but hold on. You're analyzing your current state of those things.
Yeah.
I'm saying if those things are met and filled, then you feel the joy, right? So if you have the creative outlet, boom. If you have you have your kid, boom. Yeah. If you have food, you're happy. If you're making music, you're happy. So I'm happy. If you have someone to care about, you're happy.
Yeah,
right?
I would be happy.
Right.
So you're saying I'm not happy?
All I'm saying is when I have those things going and all at the same time, I'm in like, Tim is like a really happy guy.
Yeah. But they're like also motivation too. It's like, I'm doing this, I'm working, this job is fulfilling and it's for my kid. There's a lot of things like having goals is things that makes me happy instead of not having goals. But no, I think those are pretty much like my family makes me happy. There's like anybody.
Your brother?
Yeah, my brother's all right. I'm just kidding. Will, I'm sorry.
We love William.
Yeah. I don't know what else. Fucking love Domino pizza. That makes me happy.
Domino's thin crust Brooklyn style is
best.
Not the best pizza.
It's so
That's
good.
ridiculous. But it's
not a pizza company. It's not a pizza company. Let's put it at that. Domino's is a tech company disguised as a pizza company.
For takeout, Domino's
Wins.
Brooklyn style is right at the top for sure.
I do enjoy their wings. I do. I'm like a power user of Domino's.
Wow, I just got really hungry. And my stomach just growled.
I'm pretty hungry too. We haven't eaten, but
if only we could do our segment where we order food and we review it. After we've eaten it.
Watch us at the next episode. But no, I think those are a few things.
Okay, cool,
happy, pretty. It's not like I'm happy. It's just I guess sometimes I just get really bored. That's it.
But think of all those things as like they're moving, like they're like levels, right? They go up and down. Sometimes you're really in a groove, like, and you're working out all the time, and you're hitting that level is maxed out, but your relationship thing is at 0. And your creativity is at medium, right? It goes up and down.
Yeah, it goes up and down. It's not always like at peak. It's not always when you're on like pre-workout all the time.
I've never done pre-workout in my life.
Pre-workout is sick.
It sounds like doing drugs. I just like coffee. I do coffee. Oh, add coffee to my list. That makes me happy.
I don't drink that much coffee, to be honest.
You're a loser.
Whoa, I'm a loser. I only go
coffee gang.
Get coffee when I'm at the office. This is a good conversation, though.
Yeah, this is.
So having conversation is super important. I think I told you that the other day. I was like, because sometimes you think a certain way, and then you have these conversations, and it's like opens up, your eyes to different point of views, different perspective, and I think that's what is the problem with the world. People don't have enough conversation. They go a lot to the surface level type of conversation, and then they don't talk about just talking things out. Communicating and over communicating is the best thing ever.
It's definitely something that we both believe in and both do. Like, whenever I'm having like
I believe.
whenever I'm having anxiety and like stress and like my first thing, I remember actually like 3 years ago, I started getting anxiety.
Yeah.
And I'd never had it before. And the only thing that I knew what to do, like I didn't have a therapist, didn't have any of that stuff. So the only thing that I knew how to do was to talk to the people that I knew.
Yeah.
So like I'd call my mom and I'd be like, Mom, I'm feeling terrible, blah, blah, blah. I'd go call my dad, tell the same thing. Talk to like friends and just like.
Oh, you're watching Weird Feelings. Follow us on IG.
Follow. Do we need a Twitter? Fuck Twitter.
Fuck Twitter. Follow us on LinkedIn. All right, we're back. Maybe I should like look at you like this.
Okay, let's try that.
Oh no, this is weird.
No, it's nice and this is nice and intimate. It's funny. That's a good way to have. Just get into fetal position. This is good. This is good for the video. For anyone who's just listening, we're rotating from our backs into fetal position.
This is great content.
Yeah, this is good
We're
content.
bringing great content.
Okay. See, now we can see each other.
My back is wrecked.
My lats hurt.
We need better pillows next time.
Yeah, we'll need bigger.
We're gonna upgrade. We'll have better pillows.
just here. Let's just pull a Bo Burnham and do
Bo
this.
Burnham. Let's talk about Bo Burnham. Okay,
Good transition.
So I watched Bo Burnham last night because you told me to.
Someone, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it, and
Everybody was talking about
everyone's talking about it, and I'm getting a lot of mixed reviews
it. Okay.
of like good and some like not for me, some bad. So I was like, okay, let me watch this and figure it out for myself.
Well, remember my first reaction when he's like, "Yo, Bo Burnham," I was like, "This is terrible. This is trash." It's like, did you?
You hadn't even watched it.
No, I was just scrolling, and then I took a step back. I was like, all right, I jumped to conclusions too quick, Johnny, and give it a chance, and I did. And to my surprise, I liked it.
So did you find it funny?
I did not find it funny, and I think
Did you laugh at any point in time?
No, I did not laugh.
Okay, I chuckled at maybe like 2 or 3 things, but none of the jokes, none of the songs. It was just like something. There'd be like that little awkward pause or moment, and I'd be like, huh. And then that was about it.
It's because you're white.
It might be it.
No, I enjoyed it because of the, like you said, as a content creator. I think it was super well executed for something that he did by himself.
It's incredibly impressive, the amount of shots and different types of shots that he was able to pull off by himself. Like, we're 2 people filming this right now, and that is already easier. And
well, it's easier. This took like an hour to set up.
yeah, and this guy shot this thing over a year
By himself.
To me, it highlights the importance and value of a full video team, a film team, like of everyone. When you see the credits on a movie or a TV show, they're endless because it takes so many people to get the job done the right way. But I think that if he had recorded that with a crew, it probably would have taken 4 days or 2 weeks. Between that time span of like,
I think it would have taken him like a month. Because he has a lot of things going on, like music. He has to compose the music.
Yeah, that's true.
He has to choreograph the things, the scene. He basically did an hour-long like YouTube video. That's how I felt by watching it. It felt like I was watching a YouTube video.
Yeah,
it's a mix of like Andrew Huang meets like one of those videography guys and some funny Mark Rebier style singing.
True. Well, funny.
It was not funny. It was just like it was his way of like commenting the pandemic and what he's been looking at through social media.
Yeah.
But what was impressive was really the execution. Like, but it did help that the location that he was in was like very nice. He had like that nice little house. It was like very symmetrical. He had the nice little like circular arch.
The arch was interesting. I don't know if I would call that place very nice. To me, for someone of his level, like I assume that he does very well and has a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
He was in a very tiny apartment. It was basically a studio apartment, one long room.
But did he plan that though, you think?
I don't know.
Was that planned?
I don't know.
But
I don't know if that's like his studio.
Yeah.
And he was living there for the pandemic. You know what I mean? Are you gonna roll back? Okay, I'll roll back too. Like across your legs? All right,
I don't
can do
know.
that.
I'm just getting comfortable.
Yeah,
But yeah, the place was small, but like it did help visually to make things look like nice because it was like there was the shapes and everything in it was like symmetrical. So
yeah.
on a visual standpoint, it was really nice.
He also
And projection.
I think he bought about from what I can tell, it probably bought about like $15K in gear, which as a video producer is like, I'm a little jealous. He basically bought whatever he needed to accomplish a shot, which is great, and probably a much lower budget than, let's say, if he had shot a special for Netflix.
Yeah.
15K is nothing, right?
So 15K is not even the price of like a Red camera.
No, it's nothing.
Like,
so
he bought
realistically, he
lights.
did it on the cheap, but he did buy a lot of stuff
But
for like
things are
individual.
affordable now, like lights. Like he had stage lights. He had lights that we have used before. He shot with like a Panasonic. He really had nice wide lens though. That was cool.
Yep.
The projector. I think it's just the way he used all that gear and the way he was presenting it was really cool.
Do you know if he had ever shot anything himself before?
I don't know. This is the first time I watched a Bo Burnham thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never.
I think I've seen one or two, but I'm not a big musical guy, so
Yeah.
generally I kind of like,
I don't like musicals, especially that like singing comedies. Not a thing.
the only singing comedy that I like is like Flight of the Conchords, right? But that's a show. That's like a TV show, so it's a little different.
But this one was really interesting. Like the way he was telling the story and the I guess social commentary was really well done, and it was like
Execution, well done. The commentary itself, to me, especially because it came out
at the end,
like it's been a year, we're kind of out of the pandemic, all the things he's talked about are kind of old. To me, it felt like very obvious surface level observations.
But I kind of relate to it though. When I was looking, it was like a reminder of like, oh, these are the phases that we kind of went through. It's like at the beginning, it was like I try to shoot some stuff, if you remember that, like self-isolation.
No, but I'm
video.
talking about the social commentary.
Yeah, the social commentary is like,
oh, white girls on Instagram, like, yeah, okay, I don't know.
just white girls on Instagram.
And his, I don't know. To me, like if I were to summarize, it'd be like privileged white guy who's really bored during the pandemic, buys all the gear that he possibly wants and has the creative energy during a pandemic to shoot a creative special and stick to it for an entire year doesn't have to work or do anything else.
Yeah.
So I'm maybe a little bitter.
Yeah, it was a bit surface level, but
And I felt, and to me, his songs, it sounded like he sung the same song like 10 times.
Yeah, the beats were very similar.
And his voice sounds the same the whole time.
But actually, the
not to
songs
be
were
a-
not bad though. Production wise, is really good.
Not to be a hater, but
You sound like a hater to me.
so one thing that he did say, and I think a point that he was trying to get across is like, how can you be funny at home alone, right?
Yeah.
How can you be funny if no one's watching? How can you be funny if you're inside? How can you be funny if there's no one laughing?
Yeah.
And so that I think is interesting. So it's almost like, so for me to say, oh, I didn't find it funny, maybe that's his point, right? Maybe he's saying, me here stuck at home alone, there's no way for me to be funny because I need the crowd. I need to be outside. I need to be living, breathing, experiencing to be able to tell jokes. And so in a way, I have to not be a hater and give him respect for that because he's making a really poignant point.
He managed to do something that a lot of comedians couldn't do because they didn't have like regular stand-up comedians that needed a crowd that were doing like Zoom call stand-up. That's terrible. Like he was just trying to be creative in his own way because he has his own niche crowd too that likes his stuff. So that was like his way of like presenting it, I guess.
Well, and also I think it was like it's clear, because from beginning to end, his mental state is like deteriorating and he's getting worse and worse. So it was obviously his way of like trying to keep himself going.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, I'd just be like, dude, just go outside.
Yeah. And I wouldn't,
Don't stay inside.
I hear people say, oh, this is great. This is a masterpiece, but I don't think it's just okay. Like,
I think it's hard for us because we're video creators. So we watch it, and all that I could see were like the setups and like, how did he shoot this shot and how did he do this?
True. Yeah.
And all I could also feel was a little bit of jealousy from all the gear he had, and I don't know. That was my perspective. I think a lot of other people who were just like
Enjoying it.
no, for a lot of people who lived through the pandemic, just working at home
Yeah.
or not working, and like people who were really depressed and felt really bad. And I think a lot of people connected and related to how he was feeling, and like the hole that he got himself into. I think a lot of people relate to
Yeah.
that.
I think I did not connect at all because I was looking at like you. I was like looking at like, oh yeah, how did he do this shot? Or
Yeah.
I was looking at as like the content, and I'll be honest, the music just went over my head. I was like,
A little bit.
like, what are you saying? I would be like washing my dishes, and I'm like, all right, he did this cool
I was
thing.
washing my dishes too while I listened. What a coincidence.
I know, and it was just like,
I got a lot of things done.
but yeah, I think it's like, yeah, we look at it as content creators as more like execution and technical, and we guess we didn't immerse ourselves in it, but it was hard because
That's true.
That's not what I like, which is fine.
Oh, and one thing. So deep into the special, maybe like three quarters way through,
Yeah,
a song comes on. I forget which one it is. I should remember. Maybe I'll link it or whatever. Anyway, and I recognize the tune.
yeah,
And it's a generic song from this website. I don't know. Maybe he took it from a different one, but he uses a song that we used in an ad campaign. I don't know. Did you recognize it? Did you hear it? No, that's terrible.
oh yeah. He probably used.
So
like,
I mean,
one of
he
his websites.
he took the song, he downloaded it, and then he obviously added on to it, which is fun.
It was just the drums, right?
I mean, it was the drums and the melody.
Yeah,
I think. But anyway, it was just funny for me. I'm like, oh, Bo, you're using songs that we use in an ad campaign. That's pretty funny. But okay, all in all, actually, we should give it a rating.
On what scale of 1 to 2?
On a scale of 1 to 2,
A 1 to 10.
I'll give it a 1.
Okay, scale of what? 1 to.
Let's give it an honest review on
Yeah.
like 1 to 10. I think that's enough.
Okay, like a quick resume, like quick review, and then scale on
Okay.
10.
Okay, you go first.
So really good, well executed visually. Impressed by what he did by himself. Did not care about the music, and that's about it. I give it a 7 on 10.
Privileged white guy buys lots of gear and entertains himself over a year while he doesn't have to work. Well executed, not much insight. Every single song sounded the same. 6.5 on 10, would never watch again.
Yeah, I would never watch again.
Moving on. Okay, so that's our little movie review. Is
This,
that a movie?
should we say that in the next ones, what we're going to be doing for videos is
I mean, they'll see and hear, and
they'll see and hear, but one of our friends, Lopez, is going to send us a movie from the Criterion Collection.
because we're film buffs.
Film buzz, but it's like the whole point is to like, we've never seen it. Me and Tim have never seen it, and we watch it, and then we talk about it the next week.
Yeah, he's going to record himself selecting a movie, and then I guess a week away we'll receive that. You'll see the clip of that. We'll watch it. We'll give our little review, and we'll talk about it on the
Give
podcast.
your thoughts and talk about it, and then
I just hope it's not too many horror movies because I get scared really easily.
it's just gonna be clown films.
I'm out. I'm
wrong?
not not down for that.
Clowns are cool. Like, what the fuck is that?
Never do that again.
I live in your closet, Tim. Would you like to play with my red nose?
I'll play with your red something. I'll play with your red rocket. To be honest, we've been pretty PC, not PC, but we've been pretty clean.
This is the
whole
first
podcast.
one. We're trying to feel like the conversations, see where it goes.
Of course.
I think it's great. It's new. It's fresh. It's a great way to bond.
Are we bonding right now?
Like, I guess. I talk to you like every day.
It's true. We probably already talked too much.
But I think this is a good way because it's like we don't really look at each other and we're just talking to like.
It is an interesting
It's
dynamic.
like if I'm at the psychiatrist and this is a therapy session, it's like so. But it's like you're talking to yourself kind of vibe. But I'm looking at the camera and I like what I see visually.
Oh, do you?
But you're stupid. But I guess whoever's going to be seeing this on YouTube or on Anchor,
Well, they won't see it on
they won't
Anchor.
see it on
They'll
Anchor. But whoever's going
watch
to
it
hear
on YouTube.
watch it
listen
on YouTube.
Oh, well, talking over ourselves.
Shut
Shut
up!
up!
Shut
Shut
up!
up! Shut up!
Who's talking?
Who's talking over?
Oh, wow, we're playing
we're
parrot.
playing-
Wow, are you 7?
I'm 3 years old.
But I've played parrot with my daughter for like 2 hours. Well, not me. She played
She
it for
played
2
with
hours.
you, yeah,
It was cute, but
but terrifying.
terrifying.
Okay, so whether you're listening on Apple Music or Spotify or any of those other things that I don't use, glad that you're listening.
Yeah, should we plug some of our sponsors?
Oh yeah, okay. Let me plug a couple of mine that really keep me going. Number 1, water. Water keeps me going day and night. You know, I love a good cold glass of water. And avocados. Probably have at least 1 avocado per day.
1 avocado per day.
Yeah, keeps the doctor.
insane girls away.
Oh, save that for another podcast.
Yeah, that's
What's your sponsor?
This is sponsored by. I blanked.
Blank shots.
Blank shot. What? This is my hand sanitizer. Make sure that you wash your hands 40 times a day. Use promo code weirdfeelings10 to get a discount on hand sanitizer. We're just doing this because we don't have any sponsors.
You know, maybe one day we'll have sponsors.
One day.
But it's not about sponsors. It's just about
It's
expressing
about
ourselves.
content. Great content.
No, it's not about the content, Johnny.
okay.
It's about our feelings.
Weird feelings.
Our weird feelings.
And yeah, I guess we're going to be wrapping this up. And we'll be releasing this very soon. And it's going to be the first of many. And it's going to grow. It's going to get weirder and weirder and weirder by the second.
By the second one, it's going to be 10 times weirder. Every episode is going to get 10% weirder.
And thanks for watching.
This is a big expectation.
Yeah. But thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. And leave your comments down below.
Like and subscribe on YouTube. Do the other thing on the audio things. I guess
Share
you like
it.
things. You share it.
Share with your friends.
At the point, we have an IG that'll be linked. Go follow us there.
I'll be back on IG.
Oh, we didn't talk about how you're not on social media. We'll save that for next time.
We'll save that next time.
Don't follow our personal accounts. Do it if you want to.
I don't have an account.
If chances are, if you're watching this or listening, you already follow us on our personal accounts because there's maybe 3 or 4 of you right now. So anyway, bye. Come have weird feelings with us next time.
Weird feelings. The best weird feelings ever.
Should we make a song? Let's make a song.
Okay.
A weird feeling song.
How does it go?
I don't know.
I got a weird feeling about this as I'm going away.
Are we goofy?
What?
You sound like Goofy.
I'm on these weird feelings. I gotta go outside. And I got my friends on my left side. I forgot.
I've got weird
Avocado.
feelings.
Weird. Or Gregorian chant.
Weird feelings.
Okay,
All right.
later.